I'm not going to clickbait with this video and everything, but the 90% rule is literally just treating your time more valuably and thinking, if you just think about this, when's the last time you probably said no to something and actually wanted to, and there was no pressure on you to say anything else? When's the last time you just flat out said no to something to focus on your goal, on your bigger goal? And I want you to think about that. And so today I'll just talk about the 90% rule and how you can use it to save time, make decisions that will just save you more decisions in the future, and will just get you a lot better at the thing you want to focus on. Before I actually get into this video, I actually learned all of this stuff from the book called Essentialism, which I'll link in the description, and that's a very good book I'm reading at the moment. So yeah, definitely go read that. And also, before I get into this video, only about like 6% of you guys actually subscribe, so if you subscribe, will just really help out with the channel and everything. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you learned something from the video. So like I said, the first thing you need to know is you need to know and you need to learn that your time is valuable. And because if you want to make good decisions on things you want to do, you just have to know, you have to just treat your time more valuably in order to actually say no to stuff which you might have been pressured into saying yes before. You need to know what's valuable in your life. And to do this, you just have to focus on the essential things every day. This is what the whole book about essentialism is about. Just focusing on the essential things every day. Everything else is noise. A good quote in the book is that everything is noise, and that basically just means there's very few things in your life that you need to focus on, and everything else is just noise and will just not really benefit you long term. So in order to do this, you also need to just make trade-offs. You need to have the courage to make the trade-offs, to say no to stuff. Like, for example, I had a decision to do this because I make music as well. It's either this YouTube channel or music, and I decided to just go for this fully. Just make videos every week and go for this fully. And you're gonna have to make those decisions in your life. You're just gonna have to fully go for stuff, and you just have to have the courage to make the trade-off. Focus on the most important goals, the ones you want to actually pursue. And this is where the 90% rule actually comes in. So basically the main rule is just ask yourself, do you feel totally you should do this? Do you actually feel, motivation, conviction? This is what you should be spending your time doing. Is this what you actually really want? And if it's yes, if you know for sure it's yes, then do it. But if you don't know, if you have to question yourself, if you don't know, then don't do it. And these are for big decisions about your goals, about your big long-term goals. Like I said before, it's the decision between doing music, doing this YouTube channel. If I was fully committed to music, I asked myself this, but I didn't know, so I just fully went just for this channel, you get what I mean? So if yes, do it. If you don't know, it's not yes, don't do it. And the whole 90% thing just makes it a lot easier for people to understand. So if you just measure it by a number between 1 and 100, and if you're over 90% sure you want to do it, then you go for it. If it's under 90%, don't do it at all. Instead of the 50-50, you don't know, it should be higher, it should be 90. You need to value your time more, like I was saying earlier. It should be 90% that you want to do it, that this is what you want to do with your life. And the good way to think about it is, if it's not a clear yes, then it's a clear no. It's similar to the whole 90% thing. If you don't know, then it's a no. But if you fully feel conviction to do it, go for it, then you should go for it, you know? If your thing's over 90%, then go for it. And that's basically what this book talks about. It's basically one of the chapters in this book is about the whole 90% rule and how you can use it in your life. But another important part of this is you can't do everything. And this isn't a way to get you down about you can't do everything. It's the truth. You have limited energy to invest into stuff. This is the truth. And a lot of people struggle because they put all their energy into a lot of different things. Like I'll show you the diagram right now. All the energy is going out to different things and only goes a short distance out. But if you just put your energy in a few things, like in the diagram it just shows one thing going up, you just make so much more progress in that one thing if you just keep going for it, if you just focus on the one thing. I'm not saying in your life just focus on one thing in your life, that doesn't make any sense. But if you just limit your goals down, if you just keep going for those few goals which you actually care about, you'll just get so much more happiness, so much more success, so much more growth in those few things that you do. I mean, everyone has this sort of conflict in their life. I mean, for me, it was between music and doing this. It could be simpler decisions. It could be, do you really want to waste time if like watching a TV show instead of like focusing on the book you're going to read, focusing on things which might benefit you in the future, like reading, like studying if you want to study as well, stuff like that. Do you really want to waste your time doing stuff that won't benefit you in the future? That's the whole thing it's about. You just need to invest your energy into less things in your life that you actually care about long term, and just make you so much more happy long term. I know it's easier said than done. Me saying this won't do anything. You actually have to just get out there and start using this advice. It's just less things. It's like on a diagram. If you just limit your goals to less things, then it'll just, over time, it'll just bring you more success, more happiness, more everything, if you just go into it. So yeah. But yeah, to recap, today I just talked about the whole 90% rule. Just, if you just use a number to say how much the conviction you actually want to do this, like how much it means to you if you want to do this goal. If it's above 90, do it. If it's anything below 90, don't do it. Don't do the 50-50 thing you were doing before. If you don't know, then don't do it. It's below 90, don't do it, you know? And the whole don't do everything mindset as well. You just have to limit your things down, limit your long-term goals down to just a few. You'll just gain so much more progress, so much more success, so much more happiness, satisfaction, all of that. And this comes in with the treating time like it's valuable. Focus on those long-term goals, but not a lot of long-term goals, only a few long-term goals. That's the key rule, the whole 90% rule. So yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe for more, really appreciate it.